She see money all around me. I look like I'm...
Hey you guys, welcome back for another video. Sorry I'm looking so crusty with the cap and the hair not done, no makeup. It's like 2 in the morning and I was bored, so I wanted to record a video. But this video is going to be a part of my college advice series. The first 2 videos that I did were kind of just like general advice, and the next 2 videos I'm going to be doing are going to be like specified towards different aspects of college life. So this video that I'm about to show you guys is, I'm not sure what I'm going to title it actually, but it's basically Party 101. So we're just going to get right into it. First rule of, you know, college parties, college, whatever you want to call them. Go with a friend. Don't ever go to a party by yourself, because you never know what can happen. People are crazy and you don't want to just be like in a room full of people that you don't know by yourself. You never know what can happen, who could be there. Just bring a friend, because you know, maybe there's a creepy guy there and you're trying to avoid him, but you can't because you're standing there by yourself. Your friend can snatch you away, y'all can pretend to be having a conversation, blah blah blah. And just stuff like that, girl. Just bring a friend, don't show up by yourself. And whoever you come with, stay close to them. You don't have to be right up their butthole, but stay close to your friends, because parties can go from turned and dancing to a shootout real quick, or a brawl real quick. And if you need to get up out of that house party or up out of that club, you don't need to be trying to call and find out, you know, where your friend is and make sure they're safe and trying to figure out how you're gonna locate them. You want to be able to grab their hand and get up out of there, get to the car. And especially if someone has the keys, girl, stay close to them, because they're your ride home. And I witnessed quite a few ladies who had keys, who were driving cars and came with friends, and once something jumped off at a party and they could not find their friend for whatever reason, they would leave their friend at the party. So, and you don't want to be left. Like, that's not a good feeling, that's rude. So just stay close to who you came to the party with, because parties can get turned out real quick. Brings me to my next thing. Do not be fighting at parties. Like, that's not cool, that's not okay. First of all, you never know like what people have on them. I know that at like some clubs and stuff, they check, but mostly they check the guys. And once they see the girls, they're just like, yeah, go ahead, go through. They don't even bother to like search you, because they don't want to be feeling all up on you, making you feel uncomfortable. So they just let you go in. You never know what people have on them, and like, you just don't want to take that risk. It's not worth it at all. And second of all, if you get to fighting at a party or arguing or whatever it may be, an altercation, everyone at the party who's having a good time is going to be pissed at you, because you're going to be the reason that that party gets shut down. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want everybody in the club to be mad at you, or in the party to be mad at you, because just because you and Susie May wanted to beat each other up, it does not mean that everybody else wanted to like not have a good time because y'all wanted to fight. So that's another thing to think about. I understand sometimes, you know, things just happen, but if you know that there's going to be someone or something that could like cause an altercation between you and someone else, I'm not saying don't like go out and go have fun, but if you can avoid that situation, avoid it. Sometimes it's best to not go to that party that you know Sally Mae, who doesn't like you, is gonna be at, because you never know, especially when people get liquor and whatever else they're on in them. People get crazy. A simple fist fight could turn into something way deeper than that. Like I said, you never know what people have on them. You never know what phone call somebody is gonna make. So just be very mindful of that and try to avoid fighting at all costs. Like, it's just not worth it. This is mostly for the ladies. When you go out and someone says they're gonna fix you a drink or they're gonna buy you a drink, don't take it, because people do get drugged, and it's not just like a myth or like something that your parents and teachers tell you to scare you. It actually happens. So don't just be like, oh yeah, drink shots. Like, if you're not actually watching them fix your drink or fixing that drink yourself, don't just take a drink from somebody. I don't care if it's a female or a male. If you go into a party and they offer you a cup, be like, where did this, like, be like, I'll fix my own, or can I get a new drink? Can I watch you fix it? yeah, girl, just don't be taking no drinks from no strangers, and don't be sitting your cup down nowhere. If you sit your cup down and you take your eyes off of that cup, throw it out. I don't care where you are, I don't care what you're doing, throw it out. Don't drink out of that cup. I'm sorry, people, like I said, people do drug people. It's not an uncommon thing to happen at college parties especially, so just be mindful of your drinks and what you're putting into your body, you know. And along with sitting your drinks down, don't be sitting your phone down, your stuff down, like your wallet, your jacket and all that stuff. Don't be doing that, because people do steal. I was actually at a friend's house party once, and you know, all the guys that lived in the house I was really close with, I would spend a lot of time at their house even when they weren't having a house party. And the people that they usually have over their house when they have like little kickbacks and house parties are fine. So when they had like a bigger house party, I was so used to just like sitting my stuff around that's what I did, and my phone went missing. And one of my friends was like out of it. She was very, very drunk, and I was ready to go. I was ready to get her back to her room and get her in the bed and go to bed myself, because she had just frustrated me and I was tired. Like, I was over that night. So when I went to get my phone, I realized that it wasn't there, and someone had actually taken my phone. And like I said, I'm close with everyone in the house, so everyone was trying to help me find my phone. Everyone that lived there, the DJ, you know, I was very close with all of them, so everyone was trying to help me find my phone. And whoever had taken my phone realized, like, oh shit, I grabbed the wrong phone. Like, I should have tried somebody else's phone, and they actually put it back on the kitchen counter when nobody was looking. So I was able to find it. But I definitely learned my lesson. Don't be sitting your phone, your wallet, your none of that stuff. If you can't keep it on your person, keep it in your car, leave it, or, you know, just don't be laying it around, because you never know what can happen. Don't be that girl wilding out on the dance floor. I understand you want to dance, have a good time. I'm not saying don't do that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The girl in the middle of the floor just busting it open. Please don't be that girl. And Snapchat, Instagram video, all that stuff is popping these days. You're gonna be on the internet, and don't think that you won't, because you will. And I would just say, when you're dancing at a college party, period, if you see them flashlights start coming on, stop dancing, because that's just not a good look. I mean, if that's what you're into, then do you. But if you're trying to like have a certain image on campus, but you're out here busting it open at parties and trying to act like you're this like prim, proper, professional person on campus, no one's gonna take you serious. Because I think I've talked about this in another video, but campus is this small. People talk, somebody's gonna be like, oh, that's the girl that's always like doing the most at parties. Like, no one's gonna want to professionally take you serious. So if you're just, you know, in college to just chill, like then do you, girl. But if you're trying to build some kind of professionalism about yourself, don't be caught on camera busting it open, period. It's girl. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is peer pressure. If you know you're not a drinker, you're not a smoker, you're not a pill popper, when you go to parties, don't be pressured by people telling you to do those things if you know that's not who you are. For example, I've had friends, like, we would go out and they're like, okay, I'm not drinking tonight, like, that's it, I'm not drinking, don't ask, because I'm not taking no shots, none of that. And we would get there, and the people hosting the party would be like, you want a shot? You want a shot? Take a shot, take a shot. You want a shot? Take a shot. And they end up taking a shot because they feel peer pressure after telling them no so many times, and they just keep asking. They're like, okay, well, maybe one. Don't feel obligated to take shots or smoke or pop pills. Don't pop pills, period, because we ain't with those crackhead tendencies around here. Don't be popping pills, period. But if you want to smoke a little bit, drink a little bit occasionally, do you, but don't be popping pills. Don't be feeling obligated to do those things because the host of the party or whoever has the liquor bottle keeps coming to you saying, you want a shot, you want to drink, you want to smoke, you want to pop this, you want to take one of these. Like, just don't do it. It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna look at you differently for saying that you don't want to drink, or you don't want to smoke that, or you don't want to take that. Nobody's gonna look at you differently. So just cool out. Don't feel so pressured. And even though, like I said, even though someone keeps asking you, don't feel like you have to partake in those things, because you don't, girl. You don't. What? Because you don't, girl. Like, it's cool, nobody's gonna look at you different. You could turn up without being drunk, you could turn up without being high. Just do you. Like I said, don't feel like you just have to, because everyone at the party's doing it. Girl, this is not like middle school no more. We're grown, we can make our own decisions. We don't have to feel like the pressure is on to fit in, you know what I'm saying? So just do your thing, do you, do whatever makes you comfortable. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is peeing before you get to a party. Girl, pee before you go out. Eat and pee before you go out, because girl, you do not want to be in a line at anybody's house. Especially, you don't want to be trying to find a bathroom at somebody's house at a house party, and you definitely don't want to use the bathrooms at the club, because you just don't want to do that. The club bathrooms are disgusting, and by the time you get to the house party and actually have to use the bathroom, their house bathroom is probably gonna be disgusting. So just pee before you go out, and then you don't want to have to like drag your friends off the dance floor because you gotta pee. Like, they trying to dance and have a good time, and you talk about you gotta pee. It's different if you were like pre-gaming before the party, and you know you just gotta go like every 15 minutes. Then do you, sis. But fair warning, the bathrooms and getting to the bathrooms are not gonna be a fun trip. I guess the last thing that I'm gonna talk about is kickbacks and house parties versus the club. Go to as many kickbacks and house parties as you can, because girl, the club starts to add up. And first of all, when the club says ladies free before 11:30, they're not gonna open the doors until 11:30. So you're most likely gonna have to pay, unless you are standing in line at like 10 o'clock or 9:30. You probably gonna have to pay to get in that party anyway. And by the time you pay to get into like 3 or 4, you know, did I say house parties? I don't think I did, but I'm talking about the club. If you have to pay to get in the club like after 3 or 4 times, that starts adding up. And if you go into the club every weekend, girl, your pocket's gonna be empty. No other way to put that, your pocket's gonna be empty. And I know I talked about this in my other video. The club can add up, and kickbacks and house parties, to me, I prefer going to like kickbacks, not really house parties anymore. I used to be like real into like partying and going out. Now I'm just kind of like into like chilling, kicking back, having a good time with my friends, and not necessarily partying, but I like to relax. So I would definitely say do kickbacks and house parties over the club, because they're free. If you're into drinking, their drinks are probably free, and it's probably gonna be flowing, so you don't have to try to buy no drinks in the club and worry about none of that, because buying drinks in the club adds up too, and they're not cheap. So house parties and kickbacks are the move. They're free, they're usually a better time anyway, and I would just, like I said, kickbacks and house parties over the club any day. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that y'all liked this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave comments and let me know what other kind of advice videos y'all want to see. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Y'all can ask me questions on there, and I'll be sure to answer them or get back to you with whatever. Or you can just follow me, because why not? That pretty much wraps up this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one.